This is George Hutton from MindPersuasion.com. You are listening to the Law of Attraction Congruence Generator. An important part of the Law of Attraction is congruence. You may want something on some level, but not another. This means you'll end up attracting on one level and repelling on another. This is why the Law of Attraction sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. If you think about all the things you've attracted in your life, you may notice something similar. Those that came into your life easily did so because there was no internal resistance. Because you were so congruent, it came into your life without effort. You can also notice some things that may be difficult to attract. Things like money, relationships, and health often have a lot of issues just beneath the surface. For example, part of you might want more money, but another part of you may feel that money is evil or only evil people go after money. Or you may have an experience as a child surrounded by adults who had a less than positive view of money. Whatever it is you are attracting, getting clear on all levels is essential. In this listening session, you will develop a deep level of congruence that will help you attract what you'd like. To begin with, make sure you are in a relaxing position and can close your eyes for a few minutes. After you take a deep breath and slowly let it out, think about these questions. You don't need to answer them completely. Just let them resonate in your mind. What do you want? What will it be like when you get it? If there were a part of you that didn't want this, what would the reason be? Are you willing to let go of that reason in order to get what you want? How does life look as you simply let go now? As you think about these, you can let your mind drift wherever it wants to go. After all, thoughts will come and go whether or not you are paying attention. Sometimes, now, it's much easier to simply let your thinking drift from place to place, as in a dream. Ideas merging with other ideas, thoughts turning into feelings, new discoveries making things easier to understand. In a moment, you'll hear two voices, one over here and one over here. You don't have to pay attention to all of them if you don't want to. You can simply let go of all those anxieties and old fears and things that have been keeping you from feeling exactly right here now. Think of a time in your past. Once, there were two tribes of people when you were totally congruent, living on opposite sides when all parts of you were in agreement, of a large and lush valley with what you wanted to do, filled with plants, animals. Maybe you were going somewhere, and an endless supply of energy, or creating something that came from deep within the earth. Like this was the perfect thing to do. One day, you get a feeling for what that was like. They noticed that the energy, now, as you listen to my voice, had begun to decrease its flow and put that feeling out there, and needed to be remedied just in front of you. The two tribes, that feeling of total and perfect congruence, who were dependent on this energy. What colors do you see? Needed a solution to this problem. What shapes do you see? So they went up on the high plateau. What is the energy of that congruence? Where all the elders and scientists, how does the world look through this filter? The solution was simple. Now think of what you'd like to create. Now, they would take the best from both, that thing that you really, and combine them in a new and exciting way, and put it over there, and burrow deep into the earth. How do you represent that desire and restore the flow of energy? What does it look like? They met one day. Do you see yourself in the picture? at the opening of a deep and mysterious cave? If so, what are you doing? Shining a bright and colorful light. Notice now that feeling of congruence over there, sparkling with endless beauty, is now connected to you in a special way. They slowly entered the cave, a way that grows with every breath, knowing it would lead them to the center. Slowly move that desire over there of all the energy they needed, that feeling of deep congruence along the way, and merge the two. They found signs in front of you of an ancient civilization slowly come together that had flourished at their own rate thousands of years before, until they are one. They had left behind, sharing the same space, instructions on what was needed and the same energy to restore the energy. Notice now how they followed the instructions deeper, how much more powerful, and deeper into the depths of creation. Slowly bring that combination of energy and desire to find the source of all that was back to you. They were surprised to discover at a rate it was much simpler, that's perfect, than they'd expected. For you, restoring the flow, breathe in that new creation of endless and abundant energy. That product of your imagination was as simple as turning a switch now being formed. When they returned to the surface, according to your desires, they made another discovery. Take that energy, the two tribes, and place it out into your future, had become one in a time to create even more abundance. That's perfect for deep into this future. Now